Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. I'm here in Greece at the moment at Panorama Beach, here on the outskirts of Athens, at a place called Avlaki, Portorafti, and I'm being greeted by this most magnificent sunrise this morning. I've been for my morning swim, and what I'd like to do is just to indulge you and have a chat about something that I learnt over the years from the many seminars that I've been to with Anthony Robbins and the books that I've read. I'll just read you a quote from a fella called Jack Ma, and his message is quite powerful and important. And he says, never give up, never ever give up. Today is hard and we acknowledge that. Tomorrow is probably going to be worse, but at some point in time, the day after is going to be blessed with sunshine. So it's a message of hope to everybody to never give up and to understand that we all go through hardship from time to time, and to just be hopeful and to understand that things will always get better at some point. So it's important to understand that we need to be fearless, not fearful, and to be hopeful and to have courage. And Anthony Robbins mentioned that courage is something which is really, really powerful. But courage only comes from the possibility and the presence of fear and danger. You know, you can't be courageous if you don't feel any fear or if you don't sense any danger. It's just rational sort of thinking to understand that fear and courage go hand in hand with danger or potential danger. And this is where Anthony Robbins tells us and reminds us that a lot of people live with fear, but that fear is a distortion that is being created in their brain, because the vast majority of those things that we worry about, the vast majority of those things that we fear, aren't all that real, and are just figments of our imagination. So what we need to do is we need to push through and to be courageous, knowing that there is a possibility, even a small possibility, of something happening and going wrong, but to know that regardless of what happens to you or me in our lifetime, we will find a way to battle through it. It's not going to conquer us. It's not going to defeat us. It's not going to bring us to our knees unless we let it bring us to our knees. So our world is full of problems and challenges. But guess what? Anthony Robbins says that the people who welcome problems, who welcome challenge, are the ones who ultimately are going to have the better outcomes in their lives, because they're going to build experiences, they're going to build patterns that they can use time and time again to address and to deal with other issues and problems which invariably will come our way in our lifetimes. So what we're doing now is we're science. And when you put both together, you realise that the way we think and our attitude is key. And we can conquer all of those things that come our way by simply being patient, being courageous, and just dealing with things rather than trying to sweep them under the carpet and And the other point that Anthony Robbins says is that it really is interesting to see that you can have the same situation that two people face, and one person will fail and be destroyed, and the other person will thrive and be successful. And you say to yourself, how did that come to be? Some sort of a situation, and one person comes out stronger, and one person comes out weaker and damaged and destroyed. So as we say, if we blend ancient wisdom with modern science, you get to understand things a little better and to realise that a lot of these things have a formula, have a method that once you understand, you can use to your benefit. So Anthony Robbins talks about the importance of building a thing called undestructible happiness, where you can be calm, where there are road humps, where you are bounceable, so you've got a bounceability about you, and you get back by rebounding rather than being flattened and pancaked and not being able to do anything. But Anthony Robbins says something else which is really powerful and important, that in order to rebound, in order to bounce back, in order to be indestructible, in order to be strong, you need to have energy to rebound, you need to have energy to bounce back. So a key message is that you need to try and not be discouraged or despaired, because these two things will absolutely destroy you. A key to living a good life is to create value for others. We create happiness for ourselves by creating happiness for other people in terms of quality and quantity of value. The more you give, although it might sound cliche, it is a message that Anthony Robbins talks about time and time again, being a giver rather than a taker. And in order to endure the challenges of life, we need strategies and missions, and to understand that our missions endure and sometimes outlive our strategies. So you need to have alternate paths and be committed to a mission, because once you've got a mission, you'll always find another way, another road. So if you find a blockage or a barrier, your mission will enable you, will empower you to find another path to the goal or to the outcome that you're looking for. And hereby Anthony Robbins talks about the importance of being an option thinker and an option worker, because life can be exciting once that mission lights that fire, and that mission then reignites that fire time and time again. And you can become the sculptor that fills your world with beauty, building confidence, getting back, taking more action, because action teaches you all that you need to know, according to Anthony Robbins, because action creates feelings. So take action. When you are down, don't do nothing, take action, do anything. Even the smallest thing to help you get back is going to be more productive than doing nothing at all. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5 a.m. Club from here on the outskirts of Athens at Porto Rafti. It's a beautiful morning, and as you can see, the locals are out here swimming and making the most of this morning. I'll go back home now and grab my wife and bring her down here and get her to go for a swim as well. So until we chat again, yassas and bye for now.